What poisonous snakes are native to Maryland? If you said none, you'd be right. Believe it or not, Maryland has 0 poisonous snakes, but it does have 2 indigenous venomous snakes. So you may be wondering, what's the difference between venomous and poisonous? Both venom and poison are toxins that an animal uses as defense, but venom, like that of eastern copperheads, is injected. Snakes inject their venom with a bite, while scorpions inject it with a stinger. How do we know if a snake is venomous? Many venomous species have a more triangle-shaped head. Other venomous snakes, like coral snakes, do not have a triangular head, but they do have a distinct color pattern that warns of their venomous bite. The good news for my Marylanders is that both venomous snakes native to Maryland, the eastern copperhead and the timber rattlesnake, have triangular heads. And timber rattlesnakes are even more noticeable because of that rattle on their tail to warn other animals to back off. Now that we know a little more about venom, let's talk about poison. We know that venom is injected, but how does poison work? Poison, like the toxin that Panamanian golden frogs have, can be ingested or absorbed through the skin. When poisonous animals are eaten or touched, the poison is absorbed into the body and causes different effects depending on the type of poison. Panamanian golden frogs secrete their poison through their skin, and it is extremely potent. They have a powerful neurotoxin, which can cause paralysis. You may be thinking to yourself, how do the keepers make sure they don't get poisoned if it's so dangerous? That answer is pretty easy. The frogs here are not poisonous like their wild counterparts because in their native range, they acquire the poisons from the foods they eat, like ants, beetles, and other insects. These insects contain a chemical compound that, when digested and metabolized, becomes a poison that the frogs secrete. Similar to coral snakes, Panamanian golden frogs warn of their toxicity through their coloration. Instead of a distinct pattern, however, these frogs have a bright coloration called aposematic coloration. It also serves as a memory jogger for animals that may have tried to eat one of them before. Now you know that venom is injected while poison is ingested or absorbed, and you can help share the knowledge. Thank you for joining us today for another Wild Truths. And remember, the wild truth is always stranger than fiction. See you next time.